Hi there everybody and welcome to my new gameplay series for Kingdoms Reborn. I'm Icon and guess what? There's a new big update for the early access of this game. It's called Beyond the Border. It includes a new faction to play, the Emirates. They're pretty good at trading and they have their own graphics set and we're going to play them. Beyond that, there's a lot of new features included. This update has been cooking since months, so far as I know, and we're going to explore as much as possible from that. I have made a little bit of a desert world here, so high temperature, dry moisture, and a little bit of extra AI players, hard difficulty, that's here mostly resource consumption. So we'll have some interesting game up ahead of us. So let's get started. I was really looking forward to this because this update looks pretty big. It adds in a lot of extra interaction with other factions, so we can do more with other towns than before. We can ally with them. We can do war. There's now real warfare implemented, so I'm really curious to see how that'll play out. Now, let's look for a nice starting spot. So I'd like to have some place where there's definitely food. There's AI players here and there, so I'm going to restart here and take a new seed. I didn't like that seed at all. Walrus is on ape. What the? Sure thing. Whatever's that mod, that seed. One of those odd games that loves to do crazy words as seeds. Now this looks good, doesn't it? Oh yeah. We got a lot of desert, and we also got a lot of river. I do like this already, so we're going to start somewhere here. This is flagged as a hard difficulty location. We're going to start here and expand into the desert. For the Emirate faction, it's really important that you start somewhere near a river or an oasis, because you'll need that access to clay quite early on, otherwise your buildings will be a little bit hard to construct. So, well, how much income does that little thingy here produce? 23, well, that's not much, but we're gonna work with that. It's gonna be fine, I guess. So here we go. I'll keep my initial money here. We could buy ourselves some extra medicine or some extra tools, but these things aren't that important early on. So let's place ourselves a town hall. This is a really small little patch that we're starting in, so we're probably going to be able to build some extra. We're going to be able to claim some extra tile here quite soonish. So starting card, I'm going to pick the investment because I love that. Mining bonus is also pretty interesting, but this is so much money early on. You basically gain money for owning money, and I really like that a lot. So we're going to slot that into the town hall, and now we're gaining more income for every 20 gold we own, so we almost have the full bonus here already located. Wonderful. So first things first, we're going to disable the tree thingy here, so we can do that with when pressing Z. Or no, I thought that was Z. Overlay. Control T. Here we go. Been a while, you know. So houses of this faction, like I said, they are built out of clay, and therefore clay pits are really important for this culture. Let's build one here. That's number 4. We need a couple of extra houses here still. Number 5. And number 6. Here we go. So let's check out our first cards. Biome bonus. Jungle Gatherer or Jungle Mushroom. Definitely gonna go for the mushroom farms. Fruit gatherers are something that I'm not gonna rely on in the long run. Okay, fishing lodge sounds good. Fruit gatherer sounds good. But I need clay. So, crap. Reroll? Yeah, clay pit. Hunting lodge. Quarry ain't that important. Immigration office. Well, let's grab the immigration office already. Okay, clay pit. I wanted to have that immediately because, you know, building material. It's awesome if we have already access to building material right away. So let's slap down the hunting lodge here as well. Oh, it's so hard to see anything while there's everything full of trees. So, well, let's place it down here. I like that. Here we go. Okay, and let's fast forward this a little bit, because there's just a lot of construction we have now issued. The houses will make my population grow. The hunter, well, it goes without saying what that'll do. And the clay pit will allocate new building material for the city, so we have to start somewhere. Speaking about starting somewhere, we also ought to claim a new tile here, freshwater tile, grassland tile. Oh no, that's just a marker for the river here. Never mind me. So we could either claim. Well, we can only claim this little patch here, but this will be exactly what we need. Hey, technology. So we can now either research trade or medicine. I personally like to go for the medicine first. I mean, you start out with a larger stockpile of medicine, but in general, if your medicine runs out, your people start dying. It's like the moment your populace doesn't have access to medicine anymore, they die like flies. So we need fishing lodge and a fruit gatherer. Yeah, I think that's all I need. So fishing lodge, efficiency 94%. Dock must face the water. Ugh. There we go. Connect that with roads and the fruit gatherer. I really like it that you have a fruit tree count nowadays. 62. That ain't too good either. So we're going to... Let's see. Oh yeah, here. We'll have to carve a road through here. Hey, we got the prioritization button. Wonderful. Okay, so oranges can be found here. This tile will also yield us some income, but my income is lower now after claiming this, because the total amount of money I own is lower. But I felt like it's been about time to open up myself here. So 46. No, it seems like this is the best spot here I can go for right now. 63. Fruit trees available. Your labor account is 0. Every citizen is employed in a building. There's no fruit. Maybe do a few... This game is so weird in that regard. Sometimes it really has problems in auto-allocating people accordingly. That's fine. Now, we got one excess house. We have enough wood for everything, I think. Yeah. Clay pit is producing stuff. Wonderful. Upgrade +2 worker slots. Okay. So far, so good. Alright, a sheep ranch. I want to have that. Sheep ranch produces wool and food, and that's both quite good for us. I already got the hunting lodge. I want to grab the quarry tile at the same time while I'm at it, because, you know, I can't afford it right now. Mostly that's why. So... ranches are always huge. They are just massive, but... there we go. Perfectly able to get the job done, nevertheless. So let's put up some storage here, so our dudes can drop off stuff, and a quarry to mine from the mountain. Well, it's a lot of timber. Right now I don't have a woodcutter, you know, and before I got that, Let's just wait it out for now. Do I have enough stone? Looks like I do. But we're going to gather now a little bit of material here. Ah, there's some stone. So let's just check if there's some wild stone lying around anywhere. Actually not. So it really seems as if we'd need that quarry as soon as possible, now that I think more closely about it. And the immigration office seems to be quite important as well. Like, we really seem to need more population here. So let's set that up as well. It's quite fun that with this faction you don't need that much wood. It's amazing how lean and efficient this makes your construction process in total. Charcoal burner. Wood into charcoal, no. Well, there's not really any building that I want to have here, so let's not build it for now. Also, our faction comes with its own aesthetics, you know. These are level 1 houses. As soon as we have some luxury for them, they'll be upgraded. But luxury, well, gonna take a moment, I guess. What can we do here? Tulips, pottery, furniture, cannabis, or beer. I bet pottery should be the least of my worries here, since I got such an early access to the necessary materials there. We should have no issues whatsoever. So, let's build ourselves some new house. We'll drop one here. There's this miniature mountain here. Alright, so we got a rare card price. Less input, more productivity, or less upkeep. So I'd say we're definitely gonna go for the productivity. And I'd say let's slap that on my fishing lodge. We need food quite badly, so I think that's one of the best starts. So I keep wondering right now, do I even have access to a forester? No, I don't. Irrigation pump. Pump water to increase soil fertility. Now, that's a new thing. I've read about that. So there's also agave seeds, cactus fruit farming. There's a lot of things that feel new. Tequila distillery, maybe that's not really new for the faction. I haven't played this game since quite some time. I had that. I need to wait until it's done feeling yet again with it. So our food production so far is below our consumption. That's not good. That's not good at all. And we got more population than we got housing space. That's also not good. So we're going to shut down the immigration office right away while we're still waiting for more material here. So what I do realize there is that we can definitely use another clay pit here. I need so much of that stuff. We definitely don't have enough of it. So let's fast forward this a bit. Oddly enough, you can press 4. You change to a higher speed there. We need more storage. A caravan has arrived. Okay. So we can sell here. We can buy. Is there anything that I already produce in amounts that I'd like to sell it? Yeah, probably the leather, huh? Let's do this. These dudes aren't buying more than that. So another sheep ranch. I'm quite tempted. But for now, I'm going to go for yet another clay pit. Because obviously we need lots of it. But for now, I want to work on that quarry. So can we build it there? Yes, we can. Nice. So I want to have the forester as quick as possible. Because the medicinal herbs, they are fine and all, but we're gonna need way more wood in the future. So we can go for farming now. Let's say we're gonna bring up this farm here and start producing medicine here. I really hope that I got enough workers in the long run. Let's get our immigration office running once more, because obviously I really need more people. So let's set up some extra fishing lodges. Biggest problem of mine for now seems to be population, workforce. We don't have enough workforce for pretty much everything. I mean, sure, 5 of these dudes are builders, so we really got a lot of building to be done, but all in all, we got quite the big expansion going here. I hope this doesn't bite my back at some point, but, well, we're gonna see about that. There's also homeless people by now, and we gotta focus that quarry. Oh, I got no fuel reserves for the winter. Oh, crap. I didn't pay attention to that. So we're gonna chop all the non-fruit trees here. Increases visitors' entertainment. Well, we're not gonna be building anything here. Employment Bureau. Alright, but we got that quarry finally. And with the help of the immigration office, I'll be able to get there. So production target of stone will be merely 150 for now. We don't need that much for now. We really don't. Our dudes are pretty low on everything, though. This is bothering me quite a lot. But there's one good thing to know. Even if people keep dying here during the winter, we won't have a catastrophe early on, because our city never was big. Alright, so... no, we won't allow cannibalism. Nice try, though. Alright, so we got too many people employed here, so let's shut down buildings for now. So... the most important things now are the fact that we need laborers and we need builders. So we stop starving and all. 3 immigrants wish to join my city. Perfect. A gift from the immigrants. Frugality book, passion, or sustainability. More productivity. I love that. So let's put in some passion in our fruit gatherers. I don't need these card piles right now, so... the most important part right now are laborers and builders. I think I should have manually managed that a while ago. Seems like the AI really trolled me more than anything else, but that's fine. That's just me. That's me just being not cautious enough. So I think the immigration office should work all around the day because it's really important that they do their job. Okay. So I want to have a fruit gatherer here. Because I feel like we can do a lot here as well. Yeah, there's a nice fruit tree count here of 50. And let's drop some roads here. The environment isn't that friendly with me, all in all. There's a lot of game here. I should also consider that. Okay. So, let's make sure we got enough workers and all here. Because homeless people are leaving again because we don't have enough homes here, but that's okay. We'll balance things eventually out. I gotta say, one thing that's a bit complicated about this faction is that you really need a lot more workers for your building material than I thought. Other factions just faction just deforestates its entire neighborhood, and they're just good with it, you know. Doesn't work like that with these dudes. But I also think that I really got too many jobs here. Probably shouldn't have built 2 clay pits, but whatever. Situation is slowly growing better. There are still too many people homeless right now. That is an issue, but not that much longer. I mean, we got the clay we need. Let's prioritize the houses for a moment. Okay, so finally the homelessness issue is not a problem anymore. And we gain enough people there. Our food resource, our fuel reserves are still low. Our food reserves are still low. There are things that we need to cover next. But one thing at a time. Oh yeah, there's the hunting lodge. Perfect. Because I figured that we got so much game in the vicinity there. Oops. Ah, dang. There's already a hunter there. Yeah, well then maybe not. Not enough storage space. Okay. I can already foresee that the next winter will be a hungry one again, but yeah, well, got a lot of unemployed or unfulfilled jobs here, so I don't see myself able in expanding like crazy here. The only thing we could expand into here is another tile. Let's do this. I find that a very, very good idea. Oh yeah, and we got the forester researched. Nice. Okay, with that out of the way, let's finally get to trade. I want to trade quite badly, but yeah, well, it is not that easy in my humble opinion. All right, we're going to drop down the forester here because I really feel like that's a really good spot to drop him. Not the only one though. We're going to expand there further. So we got another caravan. We're going to sell them ore and leather yet again. This yields some nice income, and at the same time we get rid of our byproducts that we just gain from our hunters, and I'm not able to process them right now, so I'm very happy with that. So research points, by the way, if you're wondering, are made out of housing, basically. Alright, so my food production versus consumption is slowly balancing itself out. That's actually really a relief. The sheep ranch will take some more time, but at some point the sheep ranch will be actually an income source of food and wool. You believe it now, maybe not, but I do believe in my sheep in my sheep farm. So, ah, steer. I'm looking for a spot where I could drop down another fisher, you know. Oh, this one's good. This. Extra fishing spots are so important for us. Because food is important, you know. Okay, we have a production of 107 per year of medicine. That's really hard to tell, because medicine is less efficient than no, medicinal herbs are less efficient than medicine, and therefore, well, we need more of that stuff than from the other stuff. So another forester feels good for me, and another sheep ranch. Say, isn't that savanna ideal for holding more sheep? I think so, they are. But I'm shying away right now from building new buildings. I want to do one thing before I do this. I want to wait out how the winter goes, because we have a severe underemployment still. There's seriously so much stuff not getting done here. People are hungry, of course. So, Employment Bureau and Statistics. This one is really a good one. Here you can apply how many people should be, or how the priorities of the jobs should be. Okay, so we have researched now. Oh, we're finally at the upgrades tree. Yay! Wonderful. Charcoal burner, wheat seeds, cabbage seeds, frugality book, home brew, houses with beer. Yeah, well, it's right now not really a good thing. Trading post, yes, please. Trading port, not yet, but trading post, yes. So, we got trade. Now, basic tools, cutting tools from stone. We got 22 iron tools per year consumed. I don't think that's this important. Pottery. Furniture, beer brewing. So, I want to research pottery next because, you know, we are really good at acquiring clay. Let's just see how many people will die during this winter yet again. I really need to start whipping up some fuel in the future. But one thing at a time. One thing at a time. So people are dying now again. So 4 people were freezing. And we're also out of food. What a terrible start, but on the paper, we are really close to actually fulfilling our needs. So I'm still somewhat positive, okay? So let's prioritize the fishing lodge. And I really can't approve how things are distributed here. Why are there 8 laborers and no builders? Somebody care to explain? No? 3 immigrants wish to join my city. Okay. They come with a book. So productivity book. Hell yeah. 11 laborers. Why? Nobody knows. Alright, we got ourselves a forester. Nice. Let's give these dudes upgrade pest traps. Interesting. Alright, so we're hopefully slowly getting rid of that famine here. I mean, I think we're on a good spot here. We're getting closer. Officially, we just reached the break-even point. But why on earth do I have 11 laborers? When we still need people employed. And people are still starving? Okay. So, guess there's a lot of weirdness still going around. So Sheep Ranch is starting to produce food. Hell yeah. Nice. I don't really feel ready yet to drop down another one of those sheep ranches. So there's a forester. And we are obviously out of wood when it comes down to building anything new. So wood is a little bit of a real big issue for this faction. They have still a lot of stuff they can build with wood, but at the same time, they really need the wood as a heating material. And that's really conflicting a little bit, as I feel. So probably we should build that sheep ranch, though, huh? I just feel like I'm so terribly out of workers. But then again, the quarry just has... No, we are not out of workers. We are pretty much out of jobs. I just realized. It's all fine. I merely misread the tooltip there. So let's do this like that. I want the sheep ranch as much as possible in the savannah because that's just better for everybody. So, fuel reserve low. I wish I could change that already, but... What the hell? Odd statues ruin. Plus 200 base income of that province. Plus 30% hotel serving quality. There we got it. Hotel, my man. Hotel. Mountain tile, forest tile. Okay, we gotta save up some money as it seems, but I feel like we're starting to stabilize ourselves a bit. So yeah, when the stone drops below a certain amount, we actually re-employ people in our quarry. Okay, so it's all fine. Now, prioritize planting fruit trees. Cut and plant. We need more foresters. I also need more terrain for forest in general, so dang. Anywho, my friends, I think that's a good spot to cut it here. This is so far a very, very fun round. I mean, we wouldn't have had that much chaos, mayhem, and death if I hadn't put up the difficulty that high, but at the same time, I really dig it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Drop your comments down below. Leave me a thumbs up, and tune in again if you're interested how this whole thing will proceed through. And of course, consider subscribing or checking out my Twitch channel. You'll find the links there in the description box. See you guys soon, and goodbye.